Good evening and thanks for joining us. NNPC's anti-pipeline vandalism campaign continues to gain support, especially in the area of modern technology deployment. The encouraging gains and performance of the NNPC and the industry in Nigeria may have led to this and other support. For instance, $180 billion revenue has accrued from deep water operations, while 15.04 billion naira is the trade surplus record for January 2019. Very cheering news indeed in this package. NNPC's GMD espouses immense opportunities that OTC presents, plus a charge for professionalism and the curb of fake news to the fourth estate of the realm. That's what this package is looking like. We should explore the depth and size of these stories together. My name is Aki Agbejule. This is Oil and Gas Forum.
This is a man from the point of view of transparency. You can say you trust him, you believe in him.
The GMD, Dr. Makante Baru, has done well. I think he has taken us to the next level. He has shown to Nigeria that things can be done better. He has shown to the world that this industry can be relied upon.
No panic to buy fuel for black market. NNPC go bring fuel for all motorists.
NNPC say them get fuel jabrata for ground. Saboteur. All of una wey dey tiff with fuel and petroleum station where they hot smuggle and divert our fuel go neighboring country. Plus people where they build small tank and sell fuel past our government price of 145 naira per liter. Stop am o. Because why? Now big offense now. Now jail straight away. NNPC say our government no increase fuel price. Now still 145 naira per liter. So therefore no buy black market, no do panic buying, and no fuel day we go round. Nigerians, if you see any petrol station where they sell fuel past our government price of 145 naira per liter, kia report to the nearest security agency when near you or the Department of Petroleum Resources. Na Ndu Ohamado, Group General Manager, Group Public Affairs Division, NNPC, sign this message.
Here are the headlines. Awesome support coming for Nigeria's anti-pipeline vandalism campaign. It's modern technology driven. NNPC's GMD identifies benchmarking and other opportunities of the OTC. Great gains recorded from deep water operations and trade operations. NNPC establishes International Diagnostic Center. Plus, Dr. Makante Baru tasked NUJ on fake news. We got all the details. Stay tuned.
The Republic of Belarus has offered to work with the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, NNPC, in the campaign against oil theft and incessant hacking of crude oil and petroleum products pipelines across the country. Speaking during a business visit to the Group Managing Director of the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, NNPC, Dr. Makante Baru, Ambassador of Belarus to Nigeria, His Excellency Vyacheslav Bril, said the country was willing to offer technical assistance to NNPC and Nigeria to combat the incessant attacks on pipeline infrastructure through deployment of modern technology.
In terms of security, in terms of training and the emergency cases and other things. So I believe we have a very good opportunity to make this cooperation together.
Responding, Dr. Baru said the NNPC was open to new ideas and technologies to help achieve its mandate of managing Nigeria's vast hydrocarbon resources for the benefit of all stakeholders.
But pipeline security, which is the major area that you have talked about, and it's an area that will welcome every idea that we can get.
Nigeria's deep water operations have generated revenue exceeding $180 billion following industry players' capital investment in excess of $65 billion, but the potentials for growth amidst untapped abundant opportunities in the sector. The Group Managing Director of the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, NNPC, Dr. Makante Baru, made this disclosure while delivering a paper entitled deep water operations in Nigeria, the journey so far, at the panel session of the Petroleum Technology Association of Nigeria, PETAN, in the ongoing golden anniversary of the Offshore Technology Conference, OTC, in Houston, Texas. Represented by the Chief Operating Officer upstream of the NNPC, Malam Bello Rabiu, Dr. Barrow said Nigeria remained an active player relative to other regions in terms of deep water development, stressing that the industry started with the deployment of latest technology, a stride it has continued to maintain. He added that the local content contribution or services share in deep water had continued to grow and improve from the sub 1% level to an aggregate contribution of over 25%, from engineering man-hours of less than 20,000 to over 1.1 million in recent Egina project. The Group Managing Director of the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, NNPC, Dr. Mekanti Barrow, has reiterated the commitment of the corporation to reduce the cost of crude oil production in the nation's oil and gas industry to ensure economic growth and development. Dr. Barrow, who was represented by the Chief Operating Officer, COO Upstream, Engineer Bello Rabiu, disclosed this while declaring open the Nigerian Pavilion at this year's Offshore Technology Conference, OTC, in Houston, United States. The NNPC GMD said participating at fora such as the OTC, the corporation and Nigeria in general were sharing ideas with global players to ensure oil is produced at the least possible cost, asserting that the lower the price, the higher the economic growth for the country.
Technology is something that is everywhere, and if you don't touch base with the technology, you cannot actually develop. And clearly, what we are trying to do in the world is to ensure that we produce oil at the least possible cost.
Earlier in his remarks, Chairman of the Petroleum Technology Association of Nigeria, PETAN, and Nigeria's OTC partner organization, Mr. Bank Anthony Okoroafo, thanked NNPC for its consistent support towards the nation's participation at the annual showpiece.
I salute NNPC for their doggedness in making sure that OTC, Nigeria participates and Nigeria benefits for the interest of the country.
50 Nigerian companies are participating in this year's OTC, which is the 50th edition. This year's event promises to witness over 60,000 attendees from more than 100 companies, while about 400 technical papers are expected to be delivered.
The Group Managing Director of the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, NNPC, Dr. Mekanti Barrow, has been conferred with the 2019 Petroleum Technology Association of Nigeria, PETAN Outstanding Lifetime Achievement Award, in recognition of his leadership and contributions to the development of the local content in the nation's oil and gas industry. A release by NNPC Group General Manager, Group Public Affairs Division, Ndu Uhamadu, said the award was conferred on Dr. Barrow during the 2019 PETAN Award and Dinner Night as part of activities to herald the golden anniversary of the Offshore Technology Conference, OTC, in Houston, Texas. Dr. Barrow, who was represented by the corporation's Chief Operating Officer, COO Upstream, Malam Bello Rabiu, said the award would further spur the existing collaboration between NNPC and the indigenous companies. Speaking shortly after presenting the award, PETAN Chairman, Mr. Bank Anthony Okoroafo, said the association's Outstanding Lifetime Achievement Award was conferred on the NNPC GMD following his tireless support and determination to grow the indigenous oil and gas companies in country.
A very good evening to you and welcome to the feedback segment of the program. I am Frank Alu. The Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, NNPC, participated at the Golden Jubilee of the Offshore Technology Conference here in Houston. Some of the participants speak on the significance of NNPC's participation at the annual showpiece.
They shared experience, shared values, and it provides opportunity for cross-fertilization of ideas.
It will bring in latest technology in the oil and gas sector, in the petroleum industry of Nigeria.
So Nigeria must participate in OTC. No matter the crisis we have in terms of economy, this is our only life where.
Couple of what we have heard about NNPC participation is so interesting, so nice.
The participation of Nigeria and NNPC as a whole has really helped both the OTC and the Nigerian oil and gas industry.
No doubt, the information acquired, the knowledge shared, the equipment and technology acquired from the OTC over the years have added a lot of value to the nation's hydrocarbon value chain. And that's the much time will permit us to take on this segment of the program. Stay with us and enjoy the rest of the program.
Winning the competition, there was the obvious monetary benefits and the scholarship, per year throughout my university education. But much more than that financial benefits was the, benefit that came with the aura of winning the competition. The competitive spirits, working with different people and just, pushing myself to the edge, knowing that I could be better, I could, answer those questions correctly, having to work as a team with other teammates within, a very limited amount of time to give specific answers that were correct to the judges.
NNPC, we touch your lives in many positive ways.
The Group Managing Director of the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, NNPC, Dr. Mekanti Baru, has charged the executive of the Nigerian Union of Journalists, NUJ, to curb purveyors of fake news, saying such news items had impacted negatively on many organizations' corporate reputation. The NNPC GMD, who was represented by the corporation's Chief Operating Officer, COO Corporate Services, Mr. Isai Noah, disclosed this at the 2019 Nigeria Union of Journalists NUJ Press Freedom Awards Night and Dinner, where he was honored with Distinguished Friends of the Media Award at the event. He expressed deep worry over unprofessional practice by some journalists in the media industry, stressing that such acts were responsible for the downfall of some credible and notable establishments in the society.
Many corporate organizations have had their reputation dragged in the mud due to lack of professionalism in some sections of the press, and with particular reference to social media, a development which calls for urgent attention and remediation.
Speaking earlier, the president of the NUJ, Mr. Chris Isiguzo, stated that the Press Freedom Award was an initiative of the union designed to promote some of its key objectives.
It is our intention to make it an annual event with awards lecture that will be in tune with the World Press Freedom Day celebration.
The Group Managing Director of the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, NNPC, Dr. Mekanti Baru, has appealed to the corporation's workforce to support management in its drive to ensure security of personnel and equipment in all areas of operations. Speaking at the launch of the NNPC Tower's electronic gate access and visitors management system in Abuja, Dr. Baru said security remained the #1 consideration in the list of priorities as captured in the 12 business focus areas buffer blueprint of the NNPC management. He said the activation of the digital access management system would not only ensure that the NNPC staff and visitors remained protected within the precinct of the expansive NNPC towers, but also help to account for the massive human traffic while providing electronic restriction of access to classified locations in the facility.
The next level for us is to match a security system with the most modern security system that could be found in the world. Whatever capabilities that are going to be, that are available, we will check them and in fact make sure that our system doesn't lag behind again.
The NNPC GMD thanked the project team for seeing to the completion of the project after the initial hitches.
The Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, NNPC, has commenced work on its plan to transform its medical unit into a mega specialist hospital to curb the trend of medical tourism in Nigeria with the establishment of an international diagnostic center in Abuja. Managing Director of Medical Services Limited, Dr. Musa Shuaibu, who disclosed this in an interview with Oil and Gas Forum, said the center is being equipped with world-class medical equipment that would enable the commercialized NMSL to provide adequate diagnostic services to members of the public. He said the center, when completed, will be able to carry out intricate analysis and give in-depth laboratory data required to successfully carry out complex operations such as orthopedic surgery, neurosurgery, and kidney transplant with ease.
Not only funding, but again, funding will be required, but much more importantly is their expertise. Expertise in healthcare, healthcare delivery, expertise in managing facilities that are going to be installed. So partnering with those who have been in the practice and who have the financial muscle and the expertise is very, very important. And we're going to harness all to the fullest.
The managing director said that the impact of the state-of-the-art diagnostic center on the healthcare delivery system in Nigeria would be revolutionary, as it would be complemented by the corporation's healthcare staff expected to bring their wide range of training and experience to bear on the operation of the facility. The Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation NNPC has assured host communities to its gas marketing subsidiary, Nigerian Gas Marketing Company Limited, NGMC, that the reports trending in the social media purporting planned relocation of the company's office from Warri to Abuja is fake news. NNPC Group General Manager, Group Public Affairs Division, Mr. Ndu Amadu, assured members of the host communities to discountenance the relocation report. The NNPC spokesperson affirmed that the purported plans to spend 120 million naira as yearly rent and another 294 million naira to relocate NGMC to Abuja is false, advising NGMC's host communities as well as the general public not to allow the malicious fake news to incite them against the company, which has been carrying out its operations peacefully within the communities for years. The Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, NNPC, has a trade surplus of 15.04 billion naira for January 2019, an increase of 24% over the 12.13 billion naira surplus posted by the corporation in December 2018. Details of the report contained in the January 2019 edition of the corporation's monthly financial and operations report, MFPR, attributed the positive financial position to the improved performance of NNPC's upstream subsidiary, Nigerian Petroleum Development Company, NPDC, which recorded surplus numbers despite reduced operational activities in the month. The report submitted that NPDC's sustained revenue drive, evident from the recent average weekly production of 332,000 barrels of crude oil per day, amid achieving 500,000 barrels per day production by 2020 plausible. The NPDC's position contrasts with the high expenditure levels posted by two other entities of NNPC, the Petroleum Products Marketing Company, PPMC, and Duke Oil, although both ended the month with profit. In terms of sales and remittance of crude oil and gas proceeds, the corporation announced total export receipts of $381.70 million in the month under review, as against $345.68 million posted in December 2018. A breakdown of the numbers indicated that contributions from crude oil amounted to $269.43 million, while gas and miscellaneous receipts stood at $111.75 and $0.52 million, respectively. Within the period under focus, NNPC transferred 153.01 billion naira into the Federation account, while cumulatively from January 2018 to January 2019, Federation and JV received 905.45 billion naira and 658.66 billion naira, respectively, under the column of naira payments to the Federation account. In the downstream operations, 1.998 million liters of petrol was supplied into the country through the direct sale, direct purchase DSDP crude for product arrangement in January 2019. The 42nd edition of the NNPC MFOR recorded 230 hacked pipeline points, leaving only 2 ruptured, marking an 11% improvement from the 264 vandalized points posted in December 2018. In the gas sector, natural gas production increased by 2.22% at 245.83 billion cubic feet compared to output in December 2018, translating to an average production of 8,194.34 million standard cubic feet of gas per day.
Hello, glad to have you join us once again on yet another enlightening segment of the program. My name is Faith Ayuba. Did you know that licensing rounds are expected in many African countries like Cote d'Ivoire, Gabon, Madagascar, Uganda, Congo Brazzaville, Guinea, Senegal and Mauritania? This has provided seismic acquisition companies to acquire several thousand kilometers of geostreamer data in both shallow and deep water areas in readiness for licensing to meet exploration requirements. Did you know that in February 2019, ENI announced that Egyptian authorities have granted the company 2 exploration blocks onshore Egypt? Similarly, Somalia's first offshore hydrocarbon licensing round was officially launched on 7th February 2019. Did you also know that a total of 15 offshore blocks were unveiled at the Somalia's licensing round, covering an area of up to 5,000 square kilometers? Well, if you did not know, now you know. Please don't go away as the rest of the program continues.
Hello and welcome to Global Crude Oil Outlook. Oil price falls on trade dispute between the world's 2 largest economies, United States and China, despite a surprise drop in U.S. crude inventories. Brent crude oil futures were at $69.92 per barrel, down 44 cents or 0.63% from their previous settlement. U.S. West Texas Intermediate WTI crude futures were at $61.67 per barrel, down 45 cents or 0.72% from their last close. The China-U.S. trade war has weighed on oil prices this week as heightened tensions between the world's 2 biggest economies could rock the global economic outlook. U.S. President Donald Trump said Wednesday that China broke the deal in the trade talks with Washington and would face stiff tariffs if no agreement is reached. Despite this, oil prices have been supported by signs of tighter global supply on the back of production cuts by the Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries, OPEC, and its allies, including Russia. Both benchmarks have risen more than 30% so far this year. Global supply has also been tightened by U.S. sanctions on OPEC members, Venezuela and Iran. In a sign that Asia demand remains firm, China's crude imports in April hit a record for the month at 10.6 million barrels per day, customs data showed Wednesday. China is the world's biggest oil importer. An unexpected drop in U.S. crude inventories kept oil price declines in check. U.S. crude inventories fell by 4 million barrels in the week to May 3, the Energy Information Administration said Wednesday. And that's it on this segment of the program. I am Solomon, your pave.
Under President Muhammadu Buhari, we've seen where there is fuel, you make a choice of where to buy fuel. You make shakara for them.
What is this? This is oil well. Oil well? This is what the Ghanaians called black gold. There is plenty money in this business. By this time tomorrow, I'm going to buy a brand new jeep. Jeep? Next month, I'm going to buy a whole house. House? Yes. You need to show me the way. Show us the way. You mean you want to
NNPC, we touch your lives in many positive ways.
That's been the stories and events in Oil and Gas Forum for this edition. On behalf of the NNPC,